Well, hey there, everybody. It is time for another pronunciation video, and it's less than 5 months since the last time I came to you, so I am feeling good about the progress I'm making. I want you all to know that I have been diligently planning my release dates and my activity and even my blog posts, so I have blog post topics and videos planned for the rest of the year. Now, whether I can maintain that schedule or not, I don't know, but at least we're making progress. We're moving in the right direction. So this is huge. Anyway, so today I'm coming to you to talk about one of my favorite characters. I don't know, it's hard to pick a favorite. I love all of them for various reasons when I'm not swearing at them. But this particular character, this one, this name, he's one of my favorites because he's I keep discovering new things about him. Like when I first started writing this book, I didn't realize that he was also raven marked, and that just kind of showed up, and then it made sense. So anyway, so this name is kind of an unusual one. I pronounce it Hrogarth, so with a soft H at the beginning, Hrogarth. And I confess to you, I have absolutely no idea where I came up with this name. I think that I combined it out of some other names that I had seen, one of which was Hrothgar, who was the Danish king who's mentioned in Beowulf and some other stories from that time period. I think I also may have seen the name Hrogarth, which is an Old English name that means pig herder. But clearly, Hrogarth, the chieftain of the 9 tribes, the chieftain of the 9 tribes and the chieftain of the Hound tribe, would not be a pig herder unless you figure that all the people he leads are equivalent to pigs, which I don't think is accurate. So I don't know where I came up with that. But I kind of like that because it shows that, sometimes these weird mistakes that we make, or these unusual things that our brains just come up with spontaneously on their own, sometimes these are the most serendipitous parts of writing. And Hrogarth has certainly been that. As I've written, I had no idea that he was going to last as long as he has in the series. I had no idea what his role would be. And maybe this is part of me just being a pantser, but he's become so much more important to the conclusion of this series that than I ever thought that he would. So I like the fact that I kind of came up with this on my own. I remember Neil Gaiman said that he came up with Coraline because he had tried to write Caroline and made a mistake, transposed the letters, and he thought, well, that kind of looks like a name, Coraline, and that's where that name came from. So sometimes those mistakes are, they're meant to be, I guess, and Hrogarth's name was certainly meant to be. So along with the name here, I'm sharing for the first time his image that my friend and graphic designer and website goddess Robin has drawn of Hrogarth, and you can see it here on the side. I absolutely love it. I love everything about it, and I love the fact that it shows his hauntedness. That's a word. How haunted he is by his connection to the Morag. In Unquickened, I try to develop that a little bit more, develop that character so that he can share more about what having a wife and a family did to help balance him, and so that Mairead can kind of learn from that all is not hopeless when it comes to being married to somebody who's raven marked. So anyway, that's a little bit of insight into Hrogarth and his name and his character. And other than that, updates, I don't have any significant ones because a lot of what I've been doing has been behind the scenes stuff. I have 3 beta readers working on Unquickened right now, and hopefully I should get feedback back from them very shortly and do my final edit. And hopefully, fingers crossed that will go smoothly. But at the moment, we are still on track for a November publication of Unquickened, which is really exciting. I swear this book has tried to kill everyone who's touched it, so hopefully this is going to be the final edit. Anyway, and I'm also working on 2 more Ian stories, so hopefully those will come out between now and November, although that's been a little bit slower going just because I've had a lot of work to do in, commercial writing, and that's what funds this very expensive hobby I have called writing fiction. So anyway, I will be back next week with, I think I'm doing a book review. So I'm wading cautiously back into the waters of reviewing what I read. And I'm going to talk about the Mistborn trilogy, and I have a lot to say about the Mistborn trilogy. I haven't even finished it yet, and I already have a lot to say. So anyway, that's it for now, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.